Welcome, everybody, to episode number 19 of The Heel Turn. We are back. I know it's been, I think the last episode that we did was in May. So what is that, 6 months now?
Man, this is episode 19. It feels like the last time we filmed was in 2019. That's how long we've been gone.
It has been a long time. I am, of course, Big Raf TV, back once again with the homie Don Josh. All right. So I guess we can explain the absence. If you followed us, you know that we used to live in the same area. So Josh would come over to the house and we'd film and, we'd discuss everything face to face. But now we are back stateside. Both of us are back stateside. We both made a move over the summer. And I'm now in Texas. And Josh is in what, Idaho?
I am in Boise, Idaho. I don't know who I pissed off to get here, but I am in Boise, Idaho.
It doesn't look that bad to me.
You can only see a little piece of the apartment. That's all you see.
Okay. But
no, it's not that bad. But I'm a big Texas boy, so I would have loved to be back there in Texas with you. But that's not how the cards fall.
We're switching spots.
Yeah, switch it. Hey man, you know how to what is it? Superstar shake up, man. Let's do it.
I'm not coming there.
Oh man. You're gonna be drafted to Idaho.
Yeah, man. I'll come visit, but not to stay.
I wouldn't blame you either.
That's where that's what the hiatus has been. And while we were in transit, we couldn't set it up. We wanted to film more episodes while we were both overseas still, but it begins to get busy, packing up the house, and then you don't have any equipment, computers, TVs, desks. It wouldn't have worked. And then once we got to each of the locations, none, furniture not here, all kinds of stuff. So now we're finally set up. Work schedules are good. We're all settled in. Now we can get busy.
Yep, I'm excited to get back to it. I'm excited to share with you guys my quarantine man butt. That's how 2020's been going for me. So.
I was looking at that. I'm like, is this hair longer or am I tripping right now?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh man, we're really out here. We're really out here growing. Most people like to get the big beard, everything like that. I can't grow. It grows in all patchy. So we're going for the top of the head, the top knot.
How long is that gonna last here?
Till somebody tells me to cut it.
Yeah. We're lenient on the rules right now.
Yeah.
So a lot of things have happened over the last few months, and the number one thing that I want to hint at before we get into why we're here today, the greatest thing in professional wrestling, the greatest thing, and I'm so glad that we're wearing these shirts, because the greatest thing in professional wrestling today happens on Friday nights, and it is the Roman Reigns heel turn.
Oh man, you've been asking for that since you saw Roman Reigns back in 2014.
Yes, this was the greatest moment. This heel turn, and every week of watching it and seeing the character development from the heel turn. This is why I watch professional wrestling.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't believe it the first time I saw it. I was still, when you first saw it, what was it at? SummerSlam?
I believe so, yeah.
SummerSlam? Yeah. I didn't believe it. Like, I was still hella skeptical about it and everything like that. I was like, he's not a bad guy. He's just he beat up The Fiend and Braun Strowman. Those aren't guys you can be bad. You can't make those two faces and everything. Now, all of a sudden, they're trying to make the face heel, or I'm trying to make the Fiend face. But yeah, man, at the time, you've been so conditioned to it, I couldn't believe it. But it has been some of the best wrestling TV week in and week out, every single time that man comes on screen. I not gonna lie, sometimes I get on the ground and just start bowing, just to be safe. I hate for him to come through and find out that I wasn't showing respect to the head of the table.
You're the head of the table, Roman. You are.
Yeah, exactly.
You are.
Okay, yeah. I don't even have a table in my apartment, but we set it up. Like, you would be the head of it if we had it.
You know, the one of the best things about it is that I can't remember. Jey Uso, maybe with the New Day, wrestled maybe a main event. I can think of the Kofi, when Kofi was going for the run. I think the Usos were the final match in that to decide for Kofi. Or, you know, they had the New Day had to run the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And for Kofi to be able to get to the main event. And that's the only time I could think that the New Day, I mean, not the New Day, the
Usos.
The Usos were in the main event.
Right.
And I swear Jay has been in the main event every week since this turn has happened.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't feel out of place. It doesn't feel out of place. Like I thought it would. I thought when he first came up, he said, "Oh, Roman versus Jay." I was like, "Wow, they're just trying to get something out of the way before you fight Daniel Bryan here." I don't know, TLC or something like that. But no, it's probably the best storyline going into Hell in a Cell. Is there one before that? Was the pay-per-view before that?
They did have the one match before, and then the Hell in a Cell.
Was it Night of Champions?
Yeah, the Night of Champions. The first match was Night of Champions.
Night of Champions, and then Hell in a Cell. Yeah, that was build up. Actually, chef's kiss. I give WWE the props where they deserve it, because they made me care about Jey Uso as a singles competitor. Yeah. That's not something I thought I'd ever do.
Ever. I never thought that would happen. He's been holding it down. He looks great in there in that role.
And he's believable. That's what I like about it. It doesn't feel forced, probably just because they are real life family, but it feels so believable. I'm so in it. I love it when wrestling makes you feel like that certain way that you can really just sit back and be like, damn, Jey Uso's a bastard, ain't he?
Yeah. And then I liked when Jimmy came out to protect him, and then Roman sits down with the tears, and I'm like, is he going back? Is he? And then he gets him to, oh, Roman is a true heel. This is great.
He's a true bastard. He's a bastard.
He is the greatest. This is the role that he's meant to be all this time. I don't want to see Roman friendly anymore.
No, you don't want to see corporate big dog anymore.
No.
The tribal chief gimmick, definitely best thing to happen at least best heel turn to happen this year.
Definitely.
100.
There's no better heel turns. I know there was one on AEW this week. I haven't watched AEW all the way. But I did read about it.
Oh, my boy Big Willie Hobbs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, come on. We love Willie Hobbs. Oh, okay, fine. It goes Tribal Chief Will Hobbs, right?
No. No way. Tribal Chief Willie Hobbs probably down here.
Oh, poor Willie and Team Taz. Just go ahead and just denounce them all.
I don't know. Today we're gonna get into the Survivor Series.
Yeah, right? What better way to come back from a hiatus than for the one time a year that Raw and SmackDown forget that NXT is the third brand and decide to start fighting for whatever reasons.
That was actually one of the shocking. I like the card for Survivor Series. I'm actually pretty excited to watch it tomorrow. But I was actually kind of shocked about that. Especially considering that aren't they all kind of in the same area? So it's not like they got to get everybody to travel.
Yeah. NXT has some travel arrangements. You look out the Thunderdome, they right up the block. It's like, that ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it to Sunday. It's not possible.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all are all in the same place. What are we doing right now? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was kind of shocked about that, especially with I kind of thought when Gargano lost the belt, what was that, last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago now.
I thought when he lost the belt, they were kind of setting that up. We need Gargano on the team. Maybe they need him on the team, and they're trying to build to that. But nothing happened.
No, nothing happened. I don't expect anything to happen. I can't believe that they're just, last year's was so great with, Keith Lee getting his big moment, the run-ins, that first SmackDown when everybody was stuck in, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And you had Adam Cole come in and just annihilate Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Well, not annihilate. It was a great match. And then Shayna just come through and just choke out Bayley. That was great. That was.
I didn't like that.
No, well, some of us did. That was some true heel work. Bayley wasn't even a heel, I don't think. Was she?
Yeah, Bayley was a heel.
Yeah, she was a heel at the time. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, still, that was some great heel work by Shayna.
Let's not talk about my girl.
Fine, whatever. Like the whole build up, the whole NXT build up, that was phenomenal. I loved all of it. And then this year it just feels like something's left out. So, but I guess they're building towards War Games. So, which I also think is starting to get a little bit overdone.
I mentioned off the camera that I hadn't really watched. I hadn't watched the Wednesday night shows just yet, and I know
Wednesday Night Wars.
We'll get to Survivor Series here in a second, but I just wanted I really haven't been into NXT a lot lately. I don't know what it is. It's something I do want to see the Rhea and Io match. I've been meaning to catch that part, but the rest of it just hasn't. Something isn't drawing me in like it was before.
No, I agree with you. Something's not clicking. Like, I get excited to watch Dynamite every week. Every Wednesday, I'm excited to watch Dynamite. I stay up to watch Dynamite and everything like that. But you really got to, there really has to be nothing else going on for me to say, okay, now it's time for me to watch NXT. There's just nothing grabbing my attention right now. I'm going to be honest, the Pat McAfee, I don't know if you've seen it, but Pat McAfee's like the number one heel on NXT right now. And he's really good. He's really good at cutting promos, and he's pretty decent in the ring and everything like that too. I don't know, for whatever reason, he's not clicking with me. And I don't know. Maybe it's because they're building up too much to War Games. I don't know who really the main guy is, since Finn Balor has been out for 6 weeks. So hasn't really been anything to catch my eye.
I don't know if that's it. Like, your champion's not there. I don't know, man. What are we doing with the
I don't know,
North American title? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know, man. We'll have to do that on another episode to talk about what's going on Wednesday nights, because I love AEW. AEW's firing on all cylinders. Big Willie Hobbs.
I'm gonna watch. Once we get done, I'm gonna catch up on AEW, because I watched last week. I just been moving around this week. I haven't been able to catch up, but
I got you. Definitely got to check out the Inner Circle in Las Vegas. That's a.
I read a snippet of it. I stopped. I was like, I don't want to ruin it.
It's good. It's good. You'll have a great time.
So I'm definitely checking that out.
Yeah. Big shouts to the homie Conan for the cameo.
That's the part that I read about. I was like, oh, it's Conan. I was like, okay.
It was Conan doing Conan things.
I definitely got to catch up on that, because the Inner Circle's been one of my favorite parts. The whole potential drama of what looks like is going to happen. That's been one of my favorite parts of AEW lately. I'm trying not to continue the AEW because there's some other things that got me excited. But Survivor Series.
Yep, let's jump into it, bro.
The first, I'm looking at the card here. The first match that they have is the World Heavyweight Champion versus the Universal Champion, Drew McIntyre, versus the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
Word, hail to the Tribal Chief.
Who's your pick? You got the Tribal Chief?
Man, I don't know. This one's so hard, man, because Drew just picked up that belt. He just picked it back up, and I can't see Vince having either of them lose, which sucks, because I think one of them, I don't want to say one of them should lose, but I don't want to see like a screwy finish or anything like that, which I think is what's going to happen. Some kind of disqualification, something's going to happen. I just can't think of what. I heard maybe the Miz comes in, tries to cash in, fails, and that like cancels the match. And then neither one of them takes an L because somebody pins the Miz. You know, he comes in, he's like, "Oh, I'll just cash in right now, make it a triple threat. Whoever I pin, I'll take their belt or whatever," kind of thing, you know. And then he ends up losing. I just think
I don't want that to happen, by the way. But go ahead.
I don't want that to happen either. I think that. Oh man, did you see SmackDown this week?
I did.
Okay. I don't know. I think Roman's too good. I think everything about Roman is just too good. He said, "You'll always be my favorite number 2." Yeah. And I think on Sunday, tomorrow night, I think Drew is going to be number 2. He's going to be laying down for that 3, and it's going to go to the number 1 guy right now, and that's Roman.
That touched my soul when he said that. That elevated Roman when he said that part. You'll always be my favorite number 2. I said, oh.
I loved watching it the whole time too, because you just like watching it. And really, if you were not an avid wrestling fan, you could just look and be like, "Are those twins? Are those 2 twins just talking to each other? They look exactly the same." I'm sure Vince gets them confused all the time too. That's why he colors the belts. Yep. That's the only reason.
I think I'm going with the Chief. I'm going with the Tribal Chief.
Easy call.
I'm a little disappointed that Drew McIntyre is a champion, to be honest with you.
Really?
I get it that, and you're, once I tell you why, you're definitely going to see it coming from me why. But I get it that it would have been heel versus heel, and that dynamic wouldn't work. I get that. Roman versus Randy probably wouldn't have been an exciting match as far as, you know, the actual card is concerned, heel versus heel. Both of those 2 are kind of playing the same evil character. So I get it. But Kofi didn't get a rematch.
Like, so this is why we can't
at all.
This is why we can't have these things. This is why we need to start edit. We can't live stream because right now we just throw up, bam, right there on the screen how you tweeted that and Kofi retweeted you.
Yeah.
That's what we would have done if we weren't live streaming right now.
No rematch. He did not get a rematch, period. Like they didn't even make mention of it after 2 weeks because Xavier wound up tearing his ACL and was out. So it looked like they were building something towards that, but then they stopped it. But Kofi never got a rematch. And
yeah,
it's only been since Kofi was champion, it was Brock beat Kofi, and then Drew beat Brock, and then Randy and Drew. So it's not like it was so far ago, like so long removed. There's been countless champions. It was like,
yeah.
How did he not get? Randy got multiple matches to try to take the belt for one, and lost each of them, and then Drew loses it, which while that Hell in a Cell match was good, it was the worst Hell in a Cell match of that night. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as the other 2 that night. And 2 weeks later, he's a champ again. It's like, come on, man. What are we doing here? But my all New Day bias aside.
Impossible for you.
I know that's a lie. But
yeah. Like, I don't know how you did it, but somehow you managed to make Bobby and Sammy somehow connected to the New Day. I don't know how you did it. He'll find a way, people. He'll find a way.
All that aside, I think Roman's on a roll right now, and yes, Drew McIntyre is doing his thing too. And all my Kofi bias aside, Drew has had a nice championship run. He's been one of the only reasons to tune into Raw. Period. True. Raw has been terrible, but I do like to see Drew McIntyre's matches. I even think that he's improved on the mic better. The only thing that I don't like about Drew is that the Claymore is like super telegraphed. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like you need to kind of switch that up. So like he's got to do it differently somehow. That's the only.
We just work some camera angles. We'll just get a different shot of him or something like that. So something. But I get what you're saying. You could see it coming a mile away.
Yeah, that's the only thing that other than that, Drew's been a great part of wrestling for this year, but not tomorrow night.
Not tomorrow.
Tribal.
Oh man! All hail the tribal chief.
The second match, we both agree on the heavyweight titles. So, actually, let me see the men's Survivor Series. The next one that they have in order here is Raw is Keith Lee, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Riddle, which I don't like that they removed his name. Versus Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and Owens. I didn't realize Seth was on that team.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's fine. I forgot everyone on that team except for Kevin Owens.
Man, I forgot. I was like, man, after Seth and Murphy.
And Murphy.
Yes, I thought that was it for Seth because with Becky, I thought he was going to be gone after that. I didn't realize he was in this match.
He's got one more. He's got one more in him. So hopefully, before he goes, he gives Murphy back his first name.
Hopefully, Matt Riddle gets his back too.
Yeah, it's a long shot, but we just got to find that pot that Vince keeps all the first names in and release them back into the wild. Hopefully, they'll find their original owners.
Just that doesn't make sense.
No. What else doesn't make sense is this men's Survivor Series team. I don't get any of it. I'm not excited for it, not in the least bit, man. There's just everybody aside from maybe AJ Styles has been so boring to watch.
True.
Has been so just I can't I lose my attention. Matt Riddle loses his first name. There's nothing to keep me interested. Even Keith Lee, who I thought they couldn't mess up on the main roster. They put him in the Olympic onesie. What do they call that? Oh man, they put him in that, and then I understand why they changed his music. It was just sad to see that go, but everything about Keith is just kind of disappeared on me. Everything great about him, they've already ruined it. And then they didn't even feature any of the SmackDown men as a team. The go home show. You didn't even see Kevin Owens.
I didn't even think about that.
Nope. So I'll put this caveat: if the final member had been Big E, I think I would have gone with SmackDown. But because we waited to the end for these predictions, and I found out the last member is Otis with Shorty G in his corner, I don't know what they have to do with each other. I'm going with Team Raw, even though I don't care.
I ultimately echo that sentiment. Like I really, the Raw team has been, at least they are. This is a team, and we need to work together as a team. But they're fighting each other.
Yeah, you got big stepdad AJ Styles trying to get everybody to love each other and like, come on, guys, we're a team. Look, I got y'all shirts to give Braun Strowman a size medium.
I can fit that shirt. Braun's not fitting that shirt.
Braun's not fitting in there, yeah. So I thought it was, that's what I'm saying. AJ's been like the highlight of the entire men's Survivor Series match, and it hasn't even started yet. So going with Team Raw for that.
Yeah. The chemistry wise, I think here's my pick. I think it's gonna be Sheamus is gonna be I'm gonna say Sheamus is gonna play a factor in the win. He's gonna be my pick to win it. So I got Sheamus closing it out somehow. Only because I think there's a reason that they're including him into this Drew McIntyre thing. So you wouldn't just be throwing Sheamus away, right? Like,
right, yeah, setting it up. He should be the next guy to face Drew after this.
So
I get that.
I'm gonna go with Sheamus winning it for Team Raw because SmackDown doesn't even seem to know that they have a team. Like, I think the big guys are gonna get eliminated fairly quickly. Because except for last year, it seems like they have to do that. Like
I count out, yeah.
If Big Show's on the team, if Taker came, if the big guys are out there, they got to get knocked out quick and then let the little guys finish it. So Braun, Keith Lee, those guys, they'll be out of the match fairly fast. And then, I think Sheamus bro kicks somebody and Team Raw wins the match.
I can see that. I can see him bro kicking Jay, keeps Jay's losing streak going, and we'll see how mad because Big Tribal Chief is on this upcoming Friday. I can see that.
What are they doing with Big E? Why was Big E not in this match?
Well, they already gave him a character on Gears of War. I guess he's getting too much. I don't know.
Did you actually play it last night?
No, I'm actually going to download that as soon as we're done. I will definitely download those characters. Super excited. Super excited about those guys.
As soon as I saw it, I was like,
yeah, bro, I'm a huge Gears of War fan, and to see the New Day on there, shoot, man, I'm excited. I'm about to, like I said, right after this.
Yeah, I had to go ahead and get that. Oh, yeah, I don't know why you just throw Otis on that team. It would have made perfect sense for Big E to be the final member, which would sway my voice, my pick.
Indeed,
it would be SmackDown if Big E was on there, but I don't understand what's going on with SmackDown. So both of us, man, we're agreeing. We're agreeing here, 2 for 2.
We're agreeing, but we'll see. We'll see. There's one pick coming up where I think you're definitely gonna definitely differ on it, but let's see where we go.
Women's Survivor Series. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lacey Evans, Peyton Royce, and Lana versus Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Bayley, and Natalya.
Easy pick. Team SmackDown.
You're going Team SmackDown.
That's easy. That's easy for me. I could already see they've built up Bianca to be. So, she's been getting all the Mr. Perfect vignettes.
I love it.
Exactly. It's been amazing. She fits the character so well, and there's no way that you build her up this strong. She's going to be, if not the sole survivor, her and Bayley are going to be the last two standing. And I think that's going to lead into the next SmackDown feud for Bayley is going to be Bianca. And I think they're going to let Bianca go over on the way to hopefully a Royal Rumble or Survivor Series, Royal Rumble or WrestleMania championship match. But yeah, I got Team SmackDown, especially since Team Raw. I imagine Shayna and Nia are just going to end up beating up their own team anyway. So that was the stupidest angle they could have done on Monday.
I'm going to disagree.
Uh-oh.
But
going against your girl Bianca?
I love Bianca. I love Bianca and Bayley.
And Bayley.
Both B's. I love them. And I can't see them really building this up, Bianca up to just be this star and have her fail. But I also, on the flip side of that, there's got to be a reason Lana's been going through a table 10 times in a row here. Is it 10, 9, 11?
I think it's 10. I think we're up to 10. Yeah.
There's got to be a reason that Lana's been going through this table. There has to be a payoff to this. She can't just be getting put through a table and then tomorrow she's going to get put through a table and they're just going to be, oh, well, let's just continue this. There has to be So I think what's going to happen is SmackDown is going to be winning. And it's going to be at the end. And Bianca's going to pin, let's say, Shayna. And it'll be like a payback from the NXT days. She finally gets her. and she's going to be celebrating, but no music is going to come on, and they're going to realize that Lana never got eliminated, and Lana's going to come in and sneak a pin and win it for Raw. And I think that's how you. I hope that doesn't happen.
That's how. Yeah, exactly. That's how you justify.
There has to be a reason for these tables, man. Unless you're just punishing her because Rusev's on AEW. I mean, I'm sorry, Miro. I'm sorry.
Miro, yes, the best man, Miro.
Unless you're just punishing her for that, there has to be a payoff. So,
which they definitely might just be. So
yeah,
that's what I'm going with. I'm going with
I'm going against my better judgment here. My favorites are on Team SmackDown, and I want them to win. But I just can't see them. I can't see them having Lana do this all these weeks for no reason.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
And I'm hoping I'm wrong on that particular match. The next match. So we're at 2-1, 2 agreements, 1 disagreement so far.
Yep.
Asuka, Raw Women's Champion, versus Sasha Banks, SmackDown Women's Champion. Who you got?
This was a tough one too. This one was actually probably tougher than any of the other ones so far because they're both so good. They're both on a pretty decent roll. I think Asuka's quieted down a little bit in the past couple of weeks, maybe even months. But I think I'm going to go with Asuka. I hope it has nothing to do with Carmella getting involved on Sunday, but I think maybe it might. And because of that, I think I'm going to have to go with Asuka, just picking up a pretty hard-fought win up until whenever Carmella gets involved. I hope she doesn't, but I think that's looking like the direction they might be going in.
I think that for the show, I think Asuka and Sasha might have match of the night tonight or tomorrow night. I think these two might. I can see Carmella interfering. I hope she doesn't. I do love that Asuka said you can't see it. And she made the sound like John Cena's music too, and then she did.
She did the.
Oh, that killed me when I watched that yesterday.
That was good, yeah.
But I think I'm going with Sasha. I think Sasha's gonna just because Asuka won the last one that they had head to head. So I think Sasha's getting this one.
Yes. 50-50 booking at its finest.
Yeah. Yep. Because that's what WWE does for the most part.
Yeah. Even if you think we forgot, we didn't forget. You're going to get your win back eventually.
Yeah. And Sasha's kind of been on a roll since winning the title. She's had a successful defense. Asuka lately hasn't really been doing much. So I think Sasha has the momentum.
Okay.
So
no, I think, like I said, this one was the hardest one to call. That one could go either way. I think I'm just going with, like I said, with my head. I think it is Asuka though.
2-2 on predictions. 2-2.
There you go. Yeah, make it a little interesting.
Yeah, that switched up very quickly. The next match is the Tag Team Champions, the New Day, Raw Tag Team Champions versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the New Day Light. Street Profit. I liked when Big E called them the New Day Light.
That was pretty. Big E was good this week.
Yeah, it's funny because I've been calling Private Party the
Street Profits Light.
And then he called them that. I was like, you've been watching the heel turn, haven't you?
He's like, yep, my favorite program been gone for the past 6 months, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, Biggie. We appreciate you tuning in, Biggie.
Yeah, appreciate that, Biggie.
Oh, man. For me, I think I'm going to have to go. And this one was I don't know. I imagine this one must have been tearing you up. These are all your boys right here. But I think I'm going to have to go with Private Party Heavy for this one. New Day Light, Private Party Heavy. I think I'm rolling with the Street Profits. I'm rolling with Big Tez and Big Angelo, the Docs. I don't know. I feel like they're the new guys on the scene. The New Day have done everything, the tag team division. I think it'd be good for them to put over these new, young up-and-comers. I think that's probably what's going to end up happening this week. And like I said, they already got their Gears of War shout. Give the Street Profits something, man. Put them in Call of Duty or something. I don't know. But I think because they didn't get their video game shout, the Street Profits are going over this week.
I agree with you. I don't pick the New Day for this one. I do think that is this the first time that the New Day is actually in this Survivor Series match? Haven't they lost the titles every time before?
No. Well, this is the first time they're in this match. Yeah, because that was it like 2-3 years ago when they did that 5-team versus 5-team thing. I think they had the belts at that point.
Okay,
but yeah, they didn't even count that because it was on the pre-show.
And last year Xavier tore his ACL, so
last year's was
the Achilles.
I just forgot who the champions were last year. That at the time
was it Rude and Zick? No, it wasn't them. I can't remember who the team was last year.
I can't remember either. Yeah, that's how important Survivor Series is to us.
I agree. I almost like I agree with your whole statement.
Especially the Gears of War thing.
Yeah, everything. I agree with everything.
Everything.
We probably should be in Call of Duty. We got to even it up here. I think the New Day has done enough. Granted, I would like to see them continue to go and be great and everything, but the Street Profits have been. You've had Drew McIntyre, and then you've kind of had the Street Profits. And some weeks it's been like that as far as those two things. They've been very consistent on the Raw side. Now the Street Profits are on SmackDown. Arguably the most successful team of the year. They got to be tag team of the year. Arguably.
Out of WWE, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and so, yeah, I think it's time. And I also believe that we've made the joke that not Angelo is Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, but the last, I want to say a few months, maybe he's stepped it up. He looks good.
Oh, okay.
He's been pretty good. Like he's went from maybe Marty Jannetty to I don't know
Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray.
Gone from Marty to Stevie, just like that. Good job, Angelo.
Going up just a notch. You know, he might have a career here. So. He's still definitely the second fiddle to Montez's Shawn Michaels / Booker T. He's definitely the second to that. But he's looked a lot better than me, and I think that helps their team dynamic. One thing I don't like about them, even though my pick is the Street Profits, and I do think they're going to win the match. I hate Montez's frog splash.
What?
It looks,
oh my God!
No.
Oh no!
It looks great. The height that he gets, the execution.
He gets so much air under that.
It looks great. But last week, I swore his ribs were broke the way he landed. I was like, oh my! I'm like, and he was like super slow getting up, and I don't know if he was just selling it or if it actually hurt. But that particular one last week looked like that shit cracked. Everything. I'm like, it looks. The move itself looks nice, but I'm like, I don't know how long you can keep doing that, man. And that's the only thing I don't like. The landing. I don't like the landing.
Okay. It's like It's not that you don't like it. I'm afraid for his safety, his well-being.
That is exactly
okay.
like, come man, you need a different move. Like, like,
You try to surprise roll up.
Yeah, do that. That'll work. We'll never see that coming. But I do think that the Street Profits. I think the Street Profits take this one, and I won't be mad about it. I won't be mad about the Street Profits taking this one. Although I will say, it's time for them to lose the belts.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But there's nobody for them to drop it to, so I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not in a rush. They showed, was it 3 weeks ago when the draft happened, just how much the tag titles mean in WWE when they just, oh yeah, here you go. You can take the red belts. You're on the red brand. Oh, so prestigious are these titles. Oh man, there's no separate lineage or anything to these belts.
Swap them out. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the exact same thing. Yeah, I hated that. So, but yeah, looks like we're in agreement. That was the one I thought we were for sure going to differ on.
No,
because this might be the first time you picked against your boys, the New Day.
Yeah, I can't. I think it's at this point now that they should be almost put. What else have you done?
Pushing. Yeah, they got to start putting some people over. I agree.
Yeah. You can't
until Biggie gets his world title run.
Yeah, you can't just keep putting over the Usos. Like, you gotta put the younger guys that's on the way up. Let them go. I wonder if they're aiming to have the Street Profits break their record or come close to their record. Was it 487 days?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
They're approaching.
At least right now. There's what? Have they even made it to 200 yet?
I feel like they're past 2. They're not at 3 yet.
They're definitely not at 300, no. But I don't know if they made it to 200 yet. We'll have to look that one up. But no, I don't see anybody touching that. It took 25 years for them to beat Axe and Smash?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't see them breaking it that quick.
They're gonna come up just short. It's gonna be like the day before.
486.
They're trying to get rid of Demolition from the history books completely. They don't even want him as number 2. The final match where we're in agreement. What is it? 3-2?
Yeah. Yeah. We agree on 3. We differ on 2. Probably should have started with this match because it seems kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, I should have started here and went up instead of
and worked your way up. Yeah.
Yeah. The final match, the main event. No, let me stop.
Ooh. This show stealer for sure.
Bobby Lashley, the United States champion, versus Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental champion. Who you got?
I'm gonna keep it short. I got Sami winning this one. I love the Hurt Business. I love everything they're doing. MVP is the MVP of Monday nights right now.
Yes.
But I feel like Retribution is going to get involved somehow, some way. I don't know. Can't believe that's still a thing going. Slapjack is going to come in with a tractor or something, and Mace is going to fly an F-15 overhead, and I don't know. Whatever crazy, what was the other one? T-Bar is going to ride a Tyrannosaurus Rex to the ring. Whatever they think, because the Retribution gimmick is trash anyway. You might as well just have some fun with it. So get an actual life-size animatronic T-Rex, have them ride to the ring, distract Bobby. He's like, oh man, is that a real dinosaur? Of course not, Bobby. And have him get counted out because getting a sneaky roll up from Sammy's a little douche right now. And I think he'll take any win he can. And I think a count-out win will be fine for this one.
I think that they showed how Sammy was going to win a few weeks ago when he fought Apollo.
When he fucking tied his leg up.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking genius.
I didn't know he was a Boy Scout. So good with those knots, Sammy. Nice.
Yeah, like that works. that is some low down. That's not like Roman Reigns level of heel. That's not like Randy Orton or even the Miz level of heel. That's like that's a different level of heel that we haven't seen.
Yeah, that's some Simon Dean. You remember Simon Dean?
Simon Dean.
The dude, yeah, back in like 2005. Shit, it was with Bobby Lashley. He was the dude that had the all purple jumpsuit that be working out, telling people they're fat and lazy.
I'm
oh, bro, yeah, Google it. I'm pretty sure it was Simon Dean, but yeah, that just some stupid, dirty, get me out of this match kind of tactics.
It wasn't like cowardly or it was weird, but it worked. It was like, man, that was great. And I think that's the only way he beats Lashley is the outsmarted, because otherwise Lashley is going to destroy him. And you know,
but it shouldn't last more than 3 minutes. Yeah, either way it goes.
Sammy's going to have to, like, while he's getting picked up, like grab his shoelace from his boots or something, and you know, something. He's got to figure out some smart.
Tie his shoelaces together. I got him.
Yeah. It's got to be something like that for Sammy to win. But my pick is also Sammy, and I think that's how it's going to work. I hope it's not a retribution run in, and why couldn't his name just be Dominic Dijakovic? Why do we have to change his name?
I don't know, man.
Why couldn't Mia Yim?
I don't know why.
Mia Yim. Like, why did you change these great names? Like, everybody that watches WWE knows that is Dijakovic. Like, we're looking at him like, Dijakovic's out here. And then they fought, you know, because it was Team Raw versus Retribution, and it was Dijakovic and Keith Lee in the same ring. I was like, oh, here it is again. They used to have some great matches. And I'm like, come on, just call him Dijakovic. Please just call him the name that we know.
Yeah. I don't know how these guys ever come back from this, honestly. I guess the fact that their names have been changed means that they could theoretically come back and be like, hi, I'm Mia Yim. Oh, really? There's another blue-haired? We can pretty much see your face through the damn mask, Mia.
Yeah, we know.
There's another person that looks just like Reckoning. Okay, cool.
I don't like that part, but Sammy's gonna win that match. I agree.
Yeah, in the main event. Yes.
Please don't put that in the main event, WWE. Like,
please do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Do it. I dare you. I dare you to put that in the main
event. If they do that, then I guess that just means that they're cutting time for the Undertaker.
It means that they're watching the heel turn.
Yeah. I think.
So come on, Bruce.
Huh?
I was like, come on, Bruce Pritchard.
Switch it up. Give us our credit. If they do that, we get credit for it at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
The final thing, and I'm sure this is going to be how they end the night. At least I hope.
They should. Yeah.
You know, the Undertaker celebrating 30 years of his career. Final farewell. So, arguably the greatest character in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that he's dominated WrestleMania, and you know, up until recent times has been the highlight of WrestleMania.
Right.
But Survivor Series is also the Taker's thing. This is where he debuted. He's also had some pretty decent matches here, but do you actually believe that he's retired?
No, that's an easy one. No, even when Mark Calloway actually passes, you know, and you know, years down the line and everything like that, he will come back as a legit zombie Undertaker. And he will challenge 95-year-old Brock Lesnar, who will be the champion at the time. to their final, to the payback match from WrestleMania 30 on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania 119.
We're not even gonna be here at that time.
No, it'll be a spectacle. It'll be one to see, and my grandkids will talk about it to their grandkids that an actual dead man rose back from the grave, blasted some Limp Bizkit on the way to the ring, and tombstone Brock Lesnar in an actual grizzly bear coat.
Please not the Limp Bizkit when this happens.
It will be the Limp Bizkit soundtrack. He will be rolling to that ring.
Not this.
And I am here for all of it, every bit of that. But no, he will not be retiring this Sunday.
I am hoping that because wrestling is the only sport, and I do count it as a sport. Like, I know it's entertainment, but these are athletes. These are athletes that are doing this. Wrestling is the only sport where we don't let people retire. Like, retire.
Ric Flair's still getting his ass beat. Like, come on, man. Let the man sleep.
Ric Flair is 71 years, like, what, 73? Like, stop. For the love of God. Come on. Give it
damn.
Like, Kane is what, 53, 52?
40 something. Yeah, I don't know. He's a mayor now. That's how long he's been wrestling.
Yeah, and he's a mayor, and he has a much more important job, but they are still asking him, "Are you retired?" And his answer is, "I don't know. I never say never." Yes, say never. I have a more important job now, and he can't say no. Like Kane, go away. For a Taker's health, 55-year-old Undertaker. Please be done. Please don't. The graveyard match at WrestleMania, perfect way, send you off. We don't need to see you. You rolled off, fist in the air. We don't need to see you. You're done. We're gonna give you a nice farewell. And I'm hoping Sami Zayn talking trash yesterday doesn't play a role in anything that's about to happen. Like,
that's why it's the main event.
See,
there you go. Yep.
I've seen, like, Bray Wyatt has kind of, like, I don't know if he hinted at it or if somebody else kind of hinted at Bray didn't really get the revenge. You know how Bray goes back and gets everybody, and Bray hasn't had the opportunity to get Taker. I don't even know if I want to see that. And I love Bray getting everybody, but I don't even know if I want to see that. I want Taker to. I thought Taker should have did it a few years ago after Roman beat him and he put the hat and the gloves, and we should have never seen him again. Yep. So I'm hoping now we're done. You've come full circle, 30 years. Thank you, dead man. That's it. No more. Maybe we see you show up just as a special guest. Oh my God, like they do the other old people that show up and they don't really get physical. They might just show up, somebody talk trash to them.
Yeah.
And exactly. John,
he doesn't come up. So yeah, he doesn't have to be in character anymore. We've already broke that. You know, Charles Wright still isn't running around with hose. I mean, he might be, but not on WWE TV.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is. Yeah, excuse me, Charles Wright. Yeah, you might still be running around with hose, but we don't see it as much on WWE TV when he pops up. So yeah, we can retire the gimmick and everything like that, but I can see them retiring the dead man gimmick for good this Sunday. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, even for his health, I can't see him taking time away. He's probably just going to go back to the one match at Mania thing here in a minute, or Saudi Arabia for that big payday.
No, you can barely move, man. Like, no.
Money get you up. Money get you off that couch real quick.
That
dirty Saudi money will get you out that couch real quick.
Hey man, I'll get in shape for that Saudi money.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Big Mark is thinking. He's like, damn, I know my back. I can't really feel my back, and my neck feels kind of weird, but that Saudi money's looking real good right now. He already spent it in his head, honestly.
Taker, you don't need the Saudi money. You're rich already. Like, just chill. You'll die. God forbid that you take that money as something like, didn't everybody the last match, wasn't it? No, he just came out and choke slammed somebody the last time and won. It was like real quick for him, his last match. AJ. It was AJ. No. It was the setup for their match. And he just came out,
yeah.
choke slammed
their last actual match. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the match before that, when it was Taker and Kane versus DX, that match hurts each person in the match's legacy. Shawn Michaels came out of retirement for that. It was trash.
It was awful. That one hurt. Yeah, that one hurt me as a wrestling fan. I had non-wrestling fans asking me what the hell was going on. You can't, as a wrestling fan, you can't explain that. You can't defend that. You just had to. We all took an L that night.
Yep. Triple H tore his pec, like
clean off the chest bone, man.
Kane's mask fell off in the match. They had to put it back. It was a terrible match.
Yeah. Before it even started, Shawn was bald, and that was it for me. So.
Yeah. Shawn being bald, no, there's not.
No, that's where you call it. So I think once the Undertaker goes bald, that's when we'll call it.
Even I'm trying to grow my hair back, Shawn.
See, they won't even let you wrestling. You can't even retire. The analysis can't retire either.
See,
got to grow the hair back for one more match.
look at, and we're gonna wrap it up, but look at them trying to bring The Rock back. Like, no, this dude passed the torch. Ultimately, he had a great 2 years with John Cena and all that stuff. He passed the torch. Came back the next year. He fought Rowan. Yeah. Like, and
match
then the whole thing with Ronda. But he just comes in sporadically, real quick appearances, and that's pretty much the end of it. But they want him to actually come back and have a Samoan match with Rowan. Like, no. Let people retire. Even John Cena. Let John Cena retire. He is moving on now. He's in his early 40s. His body's probably not as good as it once was now. Let that man retire. Let these older guys retire. Granted, John Cena's still fairly young. He could probably go a little bit.
He definitely could still go. And The Rock probably could too. And I'm just going to say it. I'm all here for Tribal Chief versus Samoan most electrifying superstar in WWE history. I'm all for that. I'm all here for that. You can retire after that.
Am I saying I'm not going to watch it and cheer and be excited? No, because I love it.
No,
but
yeah.
Rock is almost 50 years old. And
he hasn't given enough. He hasn't given enough to us yet, Rock. Get back in there and you show Roman why you are the actual Tribal Chief. And on a side note, I'm also going to buy some of his tequila. Looks really good.
I haven't been able to find it. I've been trying to find it.
I think there's a liquor store up the street from my house that sells it. So I'm going to try to give that a shot. If I do, it will be on the next heel turn. It will make a surprise cameo appearance.
I need to find some. I have not been able to find it. I need to find where I can get some of that. The only two 50-year-olds that I want to see wrestle right now are Chris Jericho and Dustin. That's it.
That's true, yeah.
If you're 50 and up, I don't want to see you anymore because you're starting to slow down. Those two, Dustin seems like he turned 50 and it was like, here's my career. It's just beginning.
I'm just finally hitting my prime, my stride.
Yeah, forget the 25 years that we saw of him before this point, but now he looks great.
That was a warm up. Yeah, exactly.
And Jericho's
hitting destroyers and shit.
Jericho's just Jericho. So 50-year-old Jericho seems fine.
Is just as good as 25-year-old Jericho.
Yeah, I'm
if
fine.
Not better. If not better right now.
If not better. But man, we're about at an hour, man. I think we'll go ahead and call it on this one.
Yeah, not bad for our first time back.
Yeah, not bad. I kind of thought a running joke. We're gonna aim for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Real quick with it. Yep.
Here we are an hour again. Hold on, we got a comment. Bring the Rock
Had
back.
to make it.
How could you not want to see the Rock come back? Because the Rock is 50
exactly
years old.
Exactly.
He's 50 years old.
The Rock is 50. He looks better than I do at 26.
I was just telling my wife that just the other day. The Rock he's 6'4" and he's like 275, right? I'm 6'3" and I'm roughly 275 right now, right? My 275 doesn't look like
me and The Rock were basically the same person. Yeah, I guess. good one. Yeah, wait. I like that slide. That one, like, babe, you could have Dwayne, but really, we're the same body type and everything.
Same for Roman. Me and Roman Reigns is what 3-4 days older than me. Days. He is days older than I am. Right? Same height, same weight. I look nothing like that.
Yeah.
So,
it's because you didn't get your teeth whitened. That's what it is.
That's the part. When I go
you get your teeth whitened, I might not be able to tell you apart, honestly.
Yeah, so that's where and then I got to grow the hair a little bit.
Just a little bit more.
It's either I got to grow it or I got to shave it. It's one of the two. I got to do
That's the only way Samoans only have it all the way out or shaved.
Oh, I don't have my tribal. There it is. I know what I got to do. I know what But for this week, man, we'll come back next week. We'll get into the AEW side that we didn't get into this week because there's a lot. There's a lot I want to discuss over there.
Oh, there's a lot of good going on.
Yeah, so first episode back, man. We're going to get all the live streaming aspects taken care of. I think it looks good for right now, but we got to figure out how we're going to do this since we're not in the same spot. But thank everybody who tuned in during this time. Appreciate you all for watching, and we'll holler at you all in the next video. Peace.